Okay, good morning, everybody. In Canada, we have a lot of newcomers. We have a lot of immigrants, people who move to this country, and some of them become successful, and some of them do not become successful. And your job, your task right now is I'd like you to share your ideas, your perspectives, why some immigrants become successful and some immigrants do not become successful. Okay, well, we're going to start with why some immigrants become successful. Can you please tell me? I need volunteers. I don't want to ask you like one by one. I need people to volunteer. Okay, Samuel.
Okay, teacher, I think that actually successful, you have to be first uh, productive, then positive, and then proactive. Because you don't is productive, you don't can take nothing.
But explain productive.
Yes, for example, I have my work. Okay, I need work. I'm not staying home and no work. If I work, I try the and the goals, no?
What about proactive? What's that?
Proactive, I think so, the people don't can ask you, which, yeah, the people don't can ask you, uh, you need work, you need go, you need make, you need, no. It's for one person. This is personality.
Hmm.
The my mind every time is I need how to say it much better, no?
Mhm.
You,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Samuel. I'm gonna go to Sylvia. Sylvia, what is the secret of some immigrants? Why they become successful in Canada?
Why the secret to be successful? I think is uh, because the person need to take the opportunities to learning and only to work. Because when you come into this country, I don't know, some people coming with refugee or no, okay. But when you come in here, the government help you a lot, no? Sometimes the people take the government either and stay, you know. Is some people stay long time in the welfare and not try to learning, not try to work, not try to nothing. And when the people try to do every effort good, you can successful here. Other time is you not learning English, you don't can successful because you only work, but you know had English, you never gone up.
Mm.
Okay, and
Yes.
sometimes the person feel is a bad, no, feel very bad. Okay, I came into Canada 20 years ago. No, I try to speak English. Yes, my husband no. My husband no speak English. He come in only and go to work all the time. Okay, and he not learning English. I help. I need to go to speak with the doctor because I do everything, and I do something bad for him, no, because I no push him. When you no push your love for go up, the person stay. You understand me?
Yes. Yeah.
It's
Okay. Yeah. So Sylvia, thank you so much. Let me listen to the other students. Alexander.
I think successful people, that's the people who work hard, who have the, acknowledge to hire, they qualify to maybe finish some college, get some certificates for being successful. They not like after work, they not just lay at bed and scroll the social media and they work hard, they learn. they also approachable. They don't scared to talk, even if they have low level English. It all depends of person, so they not scared to facing any challenges. And yeah, that's the hardworking people and very strong and not scared to anything. Brave people to learn something new, to speak, to learn new culture, to learn new occupation, to get any certificate. I think that's the successful people.
Yes. So you're talking about confidence, hard work, believing in yourself, communicative,
Yeah.
and you know, like that. That's why they become successful. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay, Jovan.
Hi, sir. Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with Alexander. That's saying that for me to be successful, in my experience, I came to the Canada. I worked from Philippines as 12 years in IT. But when I came to the Canada, I need to take some certifications to get more to be fit in the IT industry here. So also you need to think about the positive and look for some other people that they are also positive thinker, so that you have to push yourself to take some study. And that's why I take from college in trials to take some improvement for my IT skills in Canada. So and also you need to take some certification, because you need to follow the Canadian industry to take some certificates. If you don't have any certificates, that possibility you are not getting hired for the company. So yeah, that's the reason why to be successful based on my experience. Um, the second question, why the reason they get failed
No, no, no. That we'll do that. We'll do that later, Jovan. Let's
Okay,
focus first on the positive. Yeah.
okay, that's the
Thank you
only
for
one.
sharing your experience. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Shaheen.
Yes, teacher. From my perspective, first is English, and second, the people. Some people are coming to Canada because Canada is very expensive country, and they just save money because of the some people. When some people come to Canada, they buy a Ferrari. They change their like lifestyle, and they waste of money. That's the successful people to save money, you know. So that's my secret. And first thing is job, to do a hard work and believe himself, and learn English to get a better job, and that's is a secret.
So success, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
success
Thank
to
you so
save
much.
money. Yeah, save
Yeah.
money,
Yeah.
and yeah, the most
Yeah.
important.
And set your priorities.
Yeah,
Like I
have a
actually
priority.
when you said something about Ferrari, Shaheen,
Yeah, yeah.
I actually remember something. Like one
Yeah,
student.
because I have two friends, teacher. One of my friends came to Canada because back home, um, it's not that good style, you know. And here, when he reached Canada and he bought a Ferrari, and he changed. He's totally changed, and he lots of money. And later, they don't have money to pay a rent.
Mhm.
And
Yeah. No,
I
Shaheen.
said you have
I
to
was
save your money
okay.
first.
Okay. Everybody, listen to this. One time, I went on a picnic with my class, with the students. And one student, he saw that my car is very old. He saw that my car was very old, not very old, but it was like a cheaper car. And then he laughed at me, and he joked about it. He said, "Oh my God, you're a teacher and you're driving that Toyota, blah blah blah." He said, and he was laughing, and he said, "Teacher, look at my car." He was pointing at his car. It was a Mustang. You know Mustang, the one with the horse, Mustang. Um, and then I just ignored him. I dismissed what he said to me. And he kept on laughing at me. You know what? I got angry and I said to him, "You're laughing at my car. You have a beautiful car, but you live in a basement apartment. My car is old, but I own two houses.
Yeah.
Who is better?" I told him.
So don't judge personality,
Yes, like
Yeah.
we
So
people,
people does that.
yeah,
A lot of
we people, we
people
have a
does that.
priority, right? Some
Yeah.
Shaheen, normally people who buy expensive cars, it is
Yeah.
because they did not have a happy childhood.
Yeah.
So they want to buy happiness and respect. But
For them is
if
not
you,
good later.
yeah, if you are confident of yourself and what you can do, you don't need to show off. You know what I
Other
mean?
thing, teacher, the person and boys or girls, whatever, they're showing girls and they impress people to friend with me or girlfriend, like that kind of stuff. So they don't think later is problem for me. If I waste money, so no more money left. You need to save your money for your future.
Some men, they do that, right? They buy
Yeah.
expensive cars
So
to
that's,
show
yeah.
the girl. And
Yeah.
the girls
So
are
first is
also,
priority is
the girl is also materialistic. When they look at the car of the guy,
yeah,
very expensive, they go with the guy. They
yeah,
don't know that this guy owes a lot of money in the bank.
yes, yes,
And okay, Shane, we have to continue. Okay,
yeah.
Rosa.
Yeah, I think the most difficult thing is adapting to a new society with different rules and modalities. Those were managed to adapt, achieve success, see the positive in everything to they do in this country, learn different things and take the opportunities. I think this is the secret for success in this country.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rosa. Jashan, you want to share?
I think for a successful immigrant, you should have to improve your English and computer skills because English, if you know the good English, so you should have a more opportunity to find a job. So if you have a good job in Canada, so you can be a successful person. So if you have a skill like in any job like construction work or any computer skill or anything, so you can find a job easily. It is easy for to finding a job. So that's it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jashan.
Thank
Shaheen and Rosa, can you please put your hand down so I don't get confused? Okay, Nia.
Yes, hi,
Yes.
sir.
Do you want to speak?
Oh, yes, sorry, I thought I cut out for a second. So, yes, for my opinion, everyone goal is not the same, right? So, someone come here, they come here, they have family, family base, they have friend, they have more opportunity. They can be like live with their family, they upgrade their skill, they go for school, right? So it's better for them, right? But some people they come by themselves or with a family, they have they stuck with only to work. Either they work or maybe they get help from government, but it's still like everyone goal is different. It's let's say my goal is just to provide my family like a housing, a food, and save up money for myself and also my kid to go to school for their future. And still, I know that here you can borrow money from government to go for school, but still if you can save up for them and they not paid later, it better for them, right? I think most part for people that they not success in Canada, they came here, they not upgrade their skill. All they do, they happiness with They like drinking, go out. They don't
Yeah,
care much
Niak,
about
I
work.
have to
Yep.
stop. I have to stop you because my question is, why are some people successful? We are not talking about not successful. That will be the next question I'm gonna ask other people, right? So,
Okay.
and so I'm gonna proceed to British.
Okay.
British. Why some people in Canada become successful? What do they do?
I agree with you. Some people are coming here in successful because Canada is a very big country. Everybody you can work here. All opportunity for here is a freedom. Also Canada, you can work also here anytime, anywhere, waste your time, and then earn money. Many job opportunity as a job opportunity, and then other than work opportunity for here Canada. You can improve for your on your process. Many people say improve for his work opportunity and also learning opportunity. So or other than the many benefits also as a family, they get Canadian government give you the child benefit, work benefit, pension plan. Also there you can earning. So that time you can working hard and hard, and you're one person also working on in a house, and one person the handling the your house, and one person the working. So both of are the easily to you can moving your life very easily because government also help for your some money also. So the some therefore, and also some not here here is a very costly regulars just like the grocery and everything every time clothes and grocery and the restaurant also, and also mobile device, all electric device also here is a very uh, low price. So you can car price also be either very low, so you can improve
Canada car is low. Oh my god! So where
not
did you buy
expensive,
your
little
car?
bit more expensive. Your hobbies depends your hobbies. Your hobbies usually depend your like. If you like a more big car, so therefore you can more hardworking. If you like the small car and then easy for your family, so you can buy the small car. Depend your hobbies, and then you can one by one step improve, and then after that you can success. Otherwise, you cannot try to. You have income is a very low, and then you can try to go to
British,
the
do
other.
you British? Are you successful in Canada?
Yes,
Okay. Why do you think you're successful?
because I successful in my language. Also, I have a in India, my country. I have a very lower style. I can use my bike and everything. I can coming in Canada. I can first buy my dream car and Santa Fe. I before working in India in the same company Hyundai, and I my dream I can in future I can buy this car Santa Fe because I like this my car, and then I can
If you buy a car, a good car, that is
yeah
success to you.
yeah
You call it success.
yeah success depend, and then also the success for my children. They are now is a very upgrade going to the upgrade in the future is very bright. Therefore, I can success.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, British. Okay. Now, everybody, if I am not talking to you, please turn off your microphone because I hear something very irritating. Nia, there is something noise in your on your part. Okay, so now those who have not spoken yet will now speak. Okay, like Chandani, Amjad, Darina, um, Rani, Hamad, Nadia, Joseph, and Anna Christina. Now is your turn to speak. Okay. Now, my question is, in your opinion or experience, why are some people not successful in Canada? What do these people fail to do? Okay, anyone can speak from those who have not spoken yet.
It's teacher.
Okay.
As soon,
Okay, Chandani.
yeah, as soon as they come to Canada, I think they used to working. They used to working, whether if it is a labor job or whatever. They doesn't think their skills, more skills, though they have to learn something to achieve their goals. So they're doing whatever they like. So I think better to learn first and to achieve the goal. Some people they doesn't have any specific goal, so that's why they're not successful in their life, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chandani said that some immigrants who come to Canada, they have no goals. They are happy with simple things, working in a factory forever. They don't want to study. They don't want to improve their lives. They don't want to think of the future. They just think of today, work, make money, and they don't have a goal. You have to list your goals. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Chandani. Darina.
Okay, in my opinion, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, great. So, in my opinion, some people just don't have motivation or self education or self concentration. Like, for example, for some people, it's success if they come to Canada. Like, for everyone, success it's a different thing. So yeah, like for example, for me, like be successful, it's a be CEO in a big corporation. Yeah, for example, and for some people, just success is just be in a safe country with their family. So I can say that some people not successful if they happen in like what happened in their life. So why they don't successful?
Yes. Okay, but in this cluster arena, we're talking about not about freedom or safety, right? We're talking about success in terms of making your dream come true. You know, like what's your dream in life? You know, and so if you came to Canada because you don't feel safe, this is not really a dream. This is something that accidentally happened to you. Okay, so what's your dream in Canada? You know, like when you achieve your dream, then you are successful. If you do not, why? What is the reason why? So that is the question. Why some people do not like? Actually, Chandani had a very good explanation. Like they do not make goals. That's why they are stuck in one simple job. And like the life nowadays in Canada is not easy. So what was a good job 20 years ago is not a good job today. Everybody, are you following me? Okay, so 20 years ago, if you're making $17 per hour, your life is good. But now, according to to Canada, to the study, right? You have to make a minimum of $21 per hour to live in Canada. If you are making less than 21, you are poor in Canada. That's what they said in the news. Okay? And you have to do 2 jobs, 3 jobs in order to supplement your income. Okay, Rani, you want to say something?
Okay, continue what Davina and I forget her name, Chandani, she said.
Chandani.
Yeah, like that's my opinion. I'm person like when I come, like another people who, like who he came to Canada like without experience. He came to work general level, that's fine. But someone he came to Canada like he had like a lot of experience. They shot something. It's called Canadian experience. So when you apply to any job, that for beginning, so when no one accept you, they need your Canadian experience. Okay, if you don't give me a chance to work, how I can get the experience? So in this reason, a lot of people they have experience. Like for me, that's fine. I'm a carpenter. I'm a handyman. I don't care about that too much. Like I start like in factory. We like I started a carpenter in 1992. I came here like with a lot of experience. I started in factory making kitchen cabinet. Then with my position where I work, the same person he work on the same machine. I was machine operator. He was a doctor in Ecuador. He tried to like get like certificate, or he tried to continue study. He shot. They need like a lot to study, a lot blah blah blah. Then he got a shot. Like he doesn't need to study, doesn't need to do any more. Like just he need to live like basic life. Like he was until now. He's still continue like a general label working for in that factory. He making almost minimum wage, so that's why he never becomes successful, because he cannot study. He has like sometimes family, like the most like the people that they have like large family. He try to feed his family. He try to continue even general level because no time to study. So on that, in this case, a lot of people they shout about that because they cannot continue study, or they cannot continue what they do in back home. A lot of people like okay, they accept to work general level any factory or maybe Timmy or McDonald or anything, because they cannot do what they can do another in back home, even they have a lot experience, because there's something it's called Canadian experience. That's my opinion. And some people like they try to push themselves to continue like study even from basic. For me, like I say, I'm not saying I'm that successful person, but like I think I'm doing well. Like I start like with factory. If I don't continue like study the like let's say English, and I study honestly like a lot. I watch YouTube how they do like renovation, how they build the way they built, let's say, cabinet in Canada. I am until now maybe I still like working in that factory, but like I push myself. I work with this. I ask people, give me a chance to work with you, even free, like volunteer. Just I try to learn how you working, guys, like the way you working, how the way you building this cabinet, or how the way you install this floor in Canada. I had a lot experience, but I need to the Canadian experience. I need to learn that. Like I work honestly hard. I did 2, 3 jobs sometime, like they say, but I don't like to continue my life like that. 2, 3 job with money mortgage here, one money mortgage there, or Uber or food delivery. No. So until now, like I think I'm good. Like not that successful person, but like this is the reason the most like the people shot with Canadian experience. They're most like medical who come here like with medical working, because they cannot get certificate. Like some people maybe they work with the technology. They cannot get certificate because they try to study first and no time to study because they try to fit their family.
Okay, Ronnie.
Okay. That's
Okay,
my
let's
opinion. Thank you.
yes, yeah, you're welcome. Everybody, when somebody says to you Canadian experience, my interpretation of Canadian experience is discrimination. Because when people like you, they do not look for Canadian experience. When people want to kick you out, they create a reason not to accept you by saying Canadian experience. Okay? When I came to Canada, I am from the US. I came to Canada, nobody asked me Canadian experience. I got a job as a teacher. And if they ask me Canadian experience, I will tell them my experience is better than Canadian experience. But they did not ask me. Okay? So when people say to you, when people look at you and say, oh, you don't have Canadian experience, this is discrimination, in my opinion. Because there are so many things that immigrants can do that many Canadians cannot do. Like, did you see that immigrants, if they are a plumber, they are a carpenter, they are a gardener, they can do everything. But Canadians, they can only do one. Everybody, are you following me? When they are a gardener, they are
Yes, sir.
gardener.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
When they are a carpenter, they are a carpenter. That's it. They cannot be a plumber. But people from many different countries, they can do 4 things. They are very
Multitasking.
Yeah, you know. And so Canadian experience, everybody, in my opinion, is discrimination. Because when people, especially if they call you for an interview, it means they like you based on your experience and based on your probably name. But when they see you in person and they don't like what they see because of your clothes, because of your accent, then they will make up a reason not to accept you by saying, oh, you don't have Canadian experience. Everybody, are you following me? But when people like you, they will not say Canadian experience. They will say, oh, you have no okay, so you have no experience in Canada, but we will train you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, second is, if you want, okay, so because Ronnie said, if you don't give me experience, how can I have Canadian experience? This is the answer. Volunteer. If you want to work in a school, volunteer for 3 months minimum with no pay. If you want to work as a carpenter, volunteer like maybe 2 hours a week and observe what they are doing. And then after you work as a volunteer, you can now put that in your resume. Then you have Canadian experience. You need to volunteer to get Canadian experience. But remember what I tell you. Remember what I tell you. When people say to you Canadian experience, it is because they are finding a reason because they don't like you. Everybody, are you following me?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Like you know, one dentist from Egypt, he told me, he was my student. He told me, Andrew, why do I have to go back to school here in Canada? Why do I have to train again in Canada? And then he said, why are the teeth in Canada different from Egypt? I said, very good question. They try to systematically discriminate against you. You know?
Can I
Anyway,
add something, Mr. Andrew?
yeah,
Can I add
make
something?
it
I
short.
make it short. So in the case like someone he doesn't like even get experience, but he doesn't need like maybe a license. But a lot of people they does not come successful because they cannot get license. The most like a doctor, a dentist, a plumbing. So those people, the most people like I say, they try to feed their family, no time for study and work in the same time. They got shot. That's why a lot of people they try or they live basic life, working like a minimum wage, general level maybe, any factory, and that's it. That's why a lot of people they stuck like that. Like I say, until now, like a person who was working with me, he's a doctor in Ecuador back home. Until now, he work in factory because he cannot find time to go, to study to get license, and he had experience 18 years in back home in Ecuador. Let's say the same like dentist, like same. Even plumbing, you need license. Electrician, you need license. So a lot of people they stuck with
Why did he
license.
come? Why did he come to Canada?
I don't know what the most reason, but like he came. I don't know what the reason. If you ask that specific person, from Ecuador, he came because of marriage. He married a Canadian woman. That's why he moved. But from
Okay.
Ecuador, he was a doctor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That
Like me, like I came to Canada because of marriage, right?
yeah.
Okay, but everybody, the reason I asked Ronnie why he was a doctor back home, why he came to Canada? Because anywhere in the world, if you're a doctor, you have a very good life. So, and then you come to Canada and you work in a factory. My advice to you is go back to your country and work there and be a doctor and be respected by the community. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
but
if
some
he
sorry.
married a Canadian, if he married a Canadian, and this lady is the lady also a doctor?
No.
Because if the lady is just like simple education in Canada, this lady should move to Ecuador with him.
Yeah, like in Ecuador, let's say it's safe country, but some people they move to Canada because they don't have choice. Maybe from work, maybe they cannot find work there because they need make better life here, but
He's a doctor.
get stuck here.
He's a doctor. He cannot find work. Doctor.
No, like some country, maybe the war, like Syria now, maybe Palestine now, maybe another places like Vietnam, like it's happened Vietnamese people before. A lot of people they move because they cannot,
But
no
Ecuador,
choice, even they doctor.
there's no war in Ecuador.
No, not Ecuador, but I say from another country.
No,
Ecuador established.
but we are talking,
Yeah.
Rani, we are talking about this guy. I don't care about the other people.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Okay.
about the guy that you're talking about.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, everybody. And I just want to let you everybody know that some people also lie about their profession. Everybody, are you following me? Some people, they say, I'm a doctor, I'm a dentist, I'm a teacher in my country, but they actually know. They lie. Okay?
There's a
Like,
lot in LinkedIn, yeah, from LinkedIn, the application LinkedIn.
Okay.
So many people like
some people, they lie.
they
Okay,
lie
some
for
people,
those
they
skills.
lie. I had a student before, Canada accepted him because he said he was a doctor, right? Back home. I don't want to tell you the country because it's a negative story. So one time I got dizzy. I got dizzy in my classroom, and my student asked him, "Oh, okay, let's say Jovan, right? Jovan, can you help Andrew because he feels dizzy?" And he came to me and he said to me, "Teacher, I'm not a doctor." I said, "Why did you say to Canada you're a doctor?" Because he said, "Because it's easy to come to Canada."
See?
Like he had some fake documents, right? From university, he paid money.
That's not
And
good.
so
That's not good. Yeah.
when people say to you, "I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer, I'm a dentist back home," do not believe them easily. Try to question. Try to question them, you will find out, right? And these were like two people who said they were doctors, but they were not doctors. One was from another location, country, and in their country they can buy certificates and they can buy university records to submit to Canada that they are professionals, but they are not. Everybody, especially countries with no diplomatic relationship with Canada, they can easily lie. But if your country is well connected to US and Canada, it's not easy to lie because they have the same record. Like Philippines and Canada, Philippines and US, Jovan, you cannot lie about your education. US and Canada, they know. But if your country is not friendly with US and Canada, Canada cannot check. And I don't want to tell you which country. Okay, so
It's a secret.
Yes,
okay.
Then the Canadian government asked every person in his profession take the license from here, learn from here, and then take the
Yeah, I
license.
think it's also one of the reasons,
Yeah, this is the reason. Yeah,
the lie in the past.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, one more story. 22 years ago, there was one English teacher. She got sick of TB. You know TB?
Yes, sir.
She got TB from a newcomer, immigrant. She was teaching an English class and she contracted tuberculosis. And the Canadian government investigated where she got it. She got it from a student in the class. And the student in the class was a newcomer. Why was the newcomer able to enter Canada with tuberculosis? Because in her country, she had TB, but she paid the doctor to make her no TB. Everybody, are you following?
Yeah, to be good, to be a good
Because,
health. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
because she did not want Canada to know, because if she has, she could not come. She has to stay back home for 1 year, and her family would come and she would stay back home. It was the mother, right? And so this teacher got so and like after that, Canada started investigating this country, what the doctor are doing, right? So not everything that immigrants tell you or Canada tell you, you've got to believe, because people will see everything to benefit themselves. Yeah, you know what I mean? I am the only honest person here. I know, I'm kidding. Okay, who has a question? Christina, Sylvia.
Yeah, Andrew, but because the student, the government no do the exactly exams, because when you come in here and do the government's exams, and they do the TB exam. In my country, the TB, they give to you the vaccine when you born. Yeah, when the baby born, we receive the vaccine for TB.
Vaccination, right?
Yes. And when coming here, the government do the exam, and some people is positive. But it's positive, why? Because had the vaccination. And other people no. My niece coming here with 7-year-old, and she do positive, and she need to do a treatment for the TB.
No, but Sylvia, in Canada, in Canada, if you test positive because you had vaccination,
yes,
but they have the way to figure out if you have tuberculosis. When they look at your X-ray, they know if you have TB. If they do a blood test, they know you have tuberculosis virus or germs in your body, because during the vaccination they put a little bit of that. Okay, but they know also that you do not have TB, that what they saw was because of the vaccination. They know this in Canada.
Yeah, okay.
Are you following me? They will not say, oh my God, you have TB,
But
They-
you
they-
say
they know that you
you
don't
say
have.
the student you say the student infect the teacher.
Yes, because okay, well, the student infected the teacher because the student came to Canada with TB. It's not from the vaccination, it's real TB. She's very skinny, she looks sick, and she came to Canada this way.
Wow.
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now let me wrap up.
Can I have okay. Okay.
Yeah, Joseph, you want to say something?
Yes, I was going to say something, but you wanted to rant up, maybe because of the time or so.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Should I go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically for me, success principles are universal. They're the same everywhere in the world, but some countries have very good and awesome enabling environment for you to apply the success principles. So from my own opinion, why some people are not successful in Canada is basically that they don't know those principles. They were not taught maybe by parents. They never took out time to read up and find out what they should do. Among them was what one of us said earlier on about planning. Planning is a basic success principle. You need to know exactly what you want to do, how you want to do it, a time frame, and another reason why people have seen that people are not successful here is the ability to adapt to the environment, because success principle is adaptability, rather, it's part of the principle. You should be able to adapt to your environment, know how things are done, know how to apply what you know to that particular environment. Just an instance is what we said earlier on. It might be a level of discrimination talking about Canada experience, but you already gave a simple way through it. Do something free for 3 months, which is also applicable anywhere in the world. You know something, you should be able to prove it and let people know you know it, not by trying to earn, but just voluntarily going into rendering free services and let people see how well you can do that. And another thing I also see it's people are unable to understand how life itself works. You should be able to partition life itself and understand that your personal life principle and goals should be a bit different from your family goals, your relationship goals, your financial goals, and every of these things have to work, has to be work in sync with each other, and none should be left behind, as it were. So I say this, people get carried away. People think, okay, they've got into the West and they have to take everything hook, line, and sinker, both the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah, of course, everywhere in the world, we have the good, the bad, and the ugly, the good side of the society and the bad side. So some people just come in here, drop all they know, just take everything they can see around, not just consciously taking the best of it. So why people fail here is that they get carried away with the system. They feel they've gotten to success itself personified. Why? What they need to do is to apply the success principle, adapt it to the environment, and get themselves built to get the best of the system. Just I will also emphasize again, Canada is one of the countries that give you opportunities, but you must know what you are doing in the system to be able to take advantage of the opportunities and make it better, because that's basically the difference between where you're coming from and Canada as a country. If you know the right things, you do better, taking advantage of the opportunities available to make yourself a better person. So basically, from me, people here, people that come in here, immigrants that come in here, may not succeed because they get carried away, they don't follow the principles of life that enables or guarantees success, and they don't particularly put to practice maybe what they know, or they don't know at all. Let me just stop at that because of time.
Okay. Yes, yeah. Thank you for sharing, Joseph. You said something very, very important. Like when you are not raised to believe in yourself, in your family, sometimes it continues until you become an adult. Um, and another one is that you said is everybody's definition of success is different. Like one time somebody said to me, in a newspaper interview, I was interviewed by a journalist, and she said to me, "Yeah, please turn off your microphone." She asked me the question, "What is your definition of success? How do you measure success?" So I answered her. I said, "When I wake up in the morning, I have a smile on my face because I know I have another opportunity to make a lasting impression on other people's lives. I have another opportunity to make a difference in the lives of the immigrants, and I can turn around like what they don't have to something that what they have." So for me, that is my definition of success. So my definition of success there is not about money, about houses, about properties. My definition of success is personal success, like emotional, personal, spiritual, right? It's not something material. So everybody has a different, like for example, Priti said, "Oh, I have a nice car." Yeah, you know what I mean? For me, I do not define success by I have a nice car. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I don't even pay attention to, I have a house, my house, one of my houses is paid off. That is not success for me. Success for me is, as I said, if I may repeat, like, somebody up there put me in this profession, and I'm doing very well. I'm able to transform and inspire and empower the students. That for me is success as a teacher. And so now, but let me share with you why many immigrants do not become successful. Like Chandani actually mentioned it already. You have to have a goal, and setting up your goal does not start in Canada. It should start before you land on Canada. You have to have a plan before coming here. Okay? And if you have good education, you can Google it. You can Google some information about Canada before coming here. And you have to be, okay, number two, you have to be interested in Canada. A lot of immigrants, they come to Canada and they don't want to change. They keep the way they are back home. And they believe the way they are back home. They try to, and they try to change Canada. They don't want to change, but they try to change Canada. And you cannot change Canada. Canada is a very strong country. You have to change, not make Canada change for you. Okay, so if you do that, it is not easy for you to be successful, because Canadian employers, they look at you as not people in Canada, but people back home. And so they will create a situation not to accept you by saying you need Canadian experience, you know, or we found somebody whose qualification fits into what we believe will benefit the company, because that happened to me. I have experience with refugees. I applied as a teacher for refugees in Toronto. Big school, right? And I did not get the job. When they saw me, they didn't like me. And they created some reasons not to give me the job. They said, "Oh, Mr. Taylor, thank you for applying. We love your qualification. You were so dedicated and you handled the interview very, very well. Unfortunately, we cannot offer you the job for now because we found someone whose qualification fit into what we need in our school. But because we really liked you during the interview, we will keep your resume on file for another 6 months. Should there be an opening in the future, you don't need to reapply. We will call you for another interview." I was happy, positive letter, but they never called me because the reason is not that. Everybody, are you following me?
Yes, sir.
On the phone, they liked me very much. When they saw me in person, I could see in the eyes there was something not so positive. And I guess it's right. I did not get the job. You know? And so when people don't like you, they will create so many reasons not to give you what you want. But when people like you, even you are not ready or you're not qualified, you get the job. Everybody remember this. And so why are some people very successful in Canada? Number one, they have a plan. They will say, okay, I'm new in Canada. My English is not very good. I'm going to go to English class. I'm giving myself 1 year, 6 months to 1 year to do my English class. And while I'm doing my English class, I'm going to work. I will try to save money while working. And then after my English class and my English is better, I want to go to college. Okay? And while I'm going to college, my wife is going to work. When I finish college and I'm working, then my wife will stop working and she will go to college. Yeah, you know what I mean? So you have to have a plan. But if your job, like for example, I think it's, I don't know who said this, if Rani or British, they said that some people, they want to go to school, but they cannot because they need to make money for the family. Okay. Like they want to work for the family to pay the rent. I agree with this. Like sometimes you want to plan your life, but your plan cannot, I mean, does not work because you are constrained by what is happening in your personal life. And that happened to me too, right? I wanted to do my master's, but I couldn't because I needed to work to pay my mortgage and to pay and to support my two children. Yeah, you know what I mean? And now that everything is relaxed, it's too late because I'm already over 40 years old. Now, so and yes, so there are so many reasons why people become successful and why people do not become successful. It's not always about English, okay? It's not always about beauty. You know, it's you've got to be confident and you have to know what you want and you don't give up. Do not make like, oh my God, I'm working in a factory night shift and I have to go to school in the morning. I cannot do this. You know, some people are like this. And somebody said Canada gives you a lot of opportunity. Okay, yes, Canada gives you a lot of opportunity, and you've got to grab the opportunity. And if you don't know where to find out where the opportunities are, there are so many community centers. They serve people in your language. Like for example, there's an Indian community center. There is an Afghan community center. There is a Muslim community center in Brampton. There is in Mississauga we have Palestine House. Yeah, you know what I mean. We have.
What about Filipino, sir? I don't hear any Filipino community. Do we have?
The Philippine community before there was on Dundas and Huron, Ontario, but it's closed. They call it Kalayaan.
Oh, Kalayaan.
Center. But now I don't see.
So what
There is a
happened?
Vietnamese community center in on Lakeshore.
I think there are no Cambodia
No,
community
because we
center.
don't have a lot. We don't have a lot of Cambodian people here. Many Cambodians immigrated to the U.S.
Oh, mostly in the U.S.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not Canada, because Canada is not a very popular immigrant destination. It only became popular because it was easier than U.S. But U.S. is difficult, right? And Canada, it's easier to come to Canada. If U.S. rejects you, Canada will accept you. Okay, so anyway.
There's something meaning, sir.
No, I don't want to say anything. Okay, so anyway, so the reason why I asked you this question is because we have a lesson about like you will make it in this country. You will make it in Canada. I'm not trying to rock the boat or stir up the pot. I'm not trying to scare you or I'm not trying to like inspire you with this. I just want to give you some factual, sometimes opinions why people become successful and why people do not become successful. If you do not become successful in Canada, like one of my students in the night school from Colombia, she said, one of the reasons why people do not become successful in Canada is because they think of their children more than they think of themselves, especially the mothers. They think of their children. They don't think of themselves. They don't think of building themselves. They think of, I came to this country. I just want my children to be successful. Me, I'm already 45. Wrong. You have to build yourself because you cannot offer what you do not have. And so she said, it's very, very important. Even you are 40 or 45, you have to build yourself, get yourself educated, and at the same time balance yourself and your family. But a lot of newcomers, they say, oh, I just want my children, when I'm old, they take care of me. You know what I mean? This is
Yes,
what
sir. No, sir. Sir, if you not build up yourself, how you build up your children?
correct. That's why this Colombian lady said, do not forget yourself. You've got to build yourself so that you can take care of your
Yes,
children.
you first build up yourself and then you build up your family easily.
Mhm. Yeah,
Right.
because I heard that. Like, I said, why don't you go to college? Oh, teacher, I'm 37. My children here are gonna be successful. They are very intelligent. They speak Canadian now. One student said to me, "Yeah, this
Sir,
is wrong."
I want to some share. I have two sons. One is the university and one is the in college, Sanka College. Yeah. And I have also from last year English ESL classes. Morning time because Saturday I have off from work, and evening time I have also with Mr. Sharma 3-day class. Yes. Some people ask me and my colleague also, oh, why you learn this is not any benefit like this one. Yeah, I say yes, but I have benefit. I am interested in English, and I feel I am better before 1 years ago. I cannot speak with the people. I cannot. Scared with people when I speak the English people.
But now
Now,
you're not scared, right?
yeah, now I want to speak with the people at work and also on the way in the play in the park anywhere. I try to. I
But
didn't.
Amjad, are you scared to speak when the ladies are looking?
No, sir, I am not
No,
anywhere.
no, I'm
Never.
serious. I'm serious about my question because I have a new student in my day class. I told him, "Oh my God, you can speak well," because he stayed, right? He wanted to talk to me. He said, and when he stayed with me for 10 minutes after class, he could speak very well. I said, you can speak very well. How come you're not speaking in the class?" And he said, "Teacher, because there's so many ladies."
No, sir.
He told me there's so many ladies. He's nervous to speak because he said, in my country, ladies and men separate. When we have a party, separate. Swimming pool, separate.
No,
So
sir.
now when I am with a lady, I feel nervous. He said.
When you, sir, when you nervous,
And
you
he is
cannot
single.
learn.
He
When
is
you
single.
nervous, you cannot learn.
Yes, that's true, Amjad. I
Yeah.
agree with you.
What did
I
Amjad
also
say?
agree with you. I also agree with you.
No,
I
what
say,
did
Yeah.
you say,
If
Amjad?
you're scared, sir, if you're scared, you're not learn.
as
Exactly.
yeah, if you are nervous, you cannot learn
Mm-hmm.
anywhere, anytime, anywhere. Didn't
Okay,
nervous.
Amjad,
No any
Sylvia has a question. Sylvia has a question.
No,
Sylvia,
because
go.
I agree what Shansai say, because maybe it's when the people coming a little older, okay. We focus in give the family all the things they need, and waiting for learning for our time, okay. Because same to Anshan say, children is growing, he now have the time to learn in English, improve the English, no. He say, and thing is the problem when we come in no younger. You understand me? You say the Colombian lady waiting for go to the college because he need to work for the children. I don't know, but when people coming with children, we focus in the children first. You understand me?
Yes. That's
Now,
why.
my children's growing now. I start to learn in English.
How many children do you have?
I had two. I come into
Only-
Canada. I
only-
come into only two. Why more? I don't need more. But I come into Canada when my son had 5 year old. 5 year old. Okay. Now he is 27. He's a man. He's working. He has his life. Okay. But I have my daughter. Is almost 16. She growing. Okay. She growing. She's independent. In 1 year she go to the university. Now I have my time. I don't need to focus in my children. You tell me. They don't need me for go there or everything. Okay. He can. The both children can do all for herself. Okay, for themselves.
Yeah.
They can cooking, they can cleaning, everything. No, I had time.
I understand you, Sylvia, because for a long time I did not teach on the weekend. But when my son graduated from university, my wife told me, no, I told my wife, oh, there is an opening there is a Saturday class opening, and the supervisor invited me to apply for the Saturday job. I said, do you think I should apply because now the children are grown up?
Yeah.
And my wife said, yes, okay, yeah. And then I applied, I got the job. But when my children were young, I would not work on a Saturday.
Oh, yes, for sure.
For me, Saturday is family day.
Family day. Yeah, I know. I have a question for you, Andrew, because
children to the park, you take them to Canada's Wonderland, you take them to Niagara, to the movies, that is Saturday.
I have a question for you. Why you say you don't have your master and you can get your master? Why?
Because I have to work in order to pay the special education of my daughter, because my daughter has disability.
Oh, okay. You
understand?
You raise you put away your master for your family.
Correct.
Yeah, I understand you.
But because I have no choice. If my daughter had no disability, then she would be independent.
I know, I understand
But
you.
because she has disability, she needed me and my wife all the time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so that's the reason why.
No, it's about the age, because you say it's more of 40-year-old. No, it's about the age.
No, I'm over 40.
Yeah, you say you over 40, you can do the master. No, you can do the master if you want. It's no problem, the age.
Yeah, I cannot tell you my age, okay?
No. I don't know, say to my age too, but you say you more of 40, you don't go to the master because it's more of 40, but no, it's the case.
Okay, wait, Sylvia.
I have more of 40, and I'm planning to finish my high school.
I think Sylvia is trying to say that it's not due to the age, but rather the needs, the family needs, specific family need that made you not go for your masters.
Yes,
that you could have done it, just the same thing. She's actually just say the same thing in a different way.
What Sylvia was saying, I can do my masters. It doesn't matter how old I am.
Exactly.
She's not like
but
talking about the fact.
You not say this before. You say you have more of 40. I can't do my master.
No, I was joking about 40.
You said that,
Sylvia, I was joking about 40, but I'm over 40.
I know, Andrew, you have over 40.
But you're still young, sir. You look still young.
All the time you say
40.
you have 31 years teaching.
Exactly. Yeah, do the mathematics, please.
Andrew?
If you do mathematics, I've been teaching in Canada for 31 years. You know I'm over 50, right? They're so dramatic.
Can I say something, Andrew?
Yeah, yes, Roberto?
He looks like 35.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I know.
Agree with you, Roberto.
I know, Roberto, because you want me to help you create another password for you.
Yeah, it makes
I know
sense.
what to do. Okay, everybody, it's 10:40. Let me just present to you our conversation, actually. Like you'll make it in this country, Okay, but let me start the stop the recording because I want to separate this recording. I don't want to do, I don't want to like edit or something.